Unbreakable Strong Woman on this Friday evening. This is kind of a different video. Hopefully I'll only be on here about 15 minutes because I don't even like talking about stuff like this. Come on in, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Push the button. Come on in, let's talk. I want to share some things with you that I hate to even, I can't even believe we having these conversations in 2024. Cat Williams said we would. He said people will be exposed. That's why I know he had to be some kind of prophet. Unless he a leprechaun. Cat Williams a leprechaun or a prophet, y'all. Because everything he said on Shannon Sharp is coming to pass. You know. Have y'all heard what's been going on? How y'all doing? Hey, Miss Ethel. Hey, James. Hey, Peaches. How y'all doing? From Jamaica. You in Montego Bay. Peaches, I want to come to Jamaica. I know the Mendingos down there. Hey, TK. Hey, Miss Judith. How y'all doing? Have y'all heard the latest? Yes, tissue. I have a cold, y'all. I have a cold coming on. Have y'all heard the latest? Brian, Cheryl, how you doing? Teresa, Michael, Ms. G, Ms. English. Hey, Barbara. What part are you in? What part are you in, Peaches? Are you in Montego Bay? Hey, Tamika. Tamika Johnson, are you a mere cousin, Tamika? Miss Jules, you always showing love. Thank you. Hey, Latasha. Tisa, hi. I'm glad you all coming in tonight to join me. Half y'all didn't push like though. Y'all just walked up in here with your shoes dirty. Didn't even push the like button. Go on and push that button. Oh, she said she live in Florida. Hi, Tamika in Florida. I thought you was the one from Ohio. Okay. Hey, Stacy. How y'all doing? Oh, I love you all. Have y'all heard what's going on? Do y'all know black folks are receiving hate text messages? Have you received one? A bunch of Caucasian folks taking it up on themselves, sending black people hate messages, especially college students. So I'm going to say this before I go on. If you have any student in college, go pull your kids out at least for a year. Make them come home. Please. I know they want to have this American dream, go to get this degree. We're not in those times no more. Go make your children come home. Drop out of school. Yes, I'm saying that. F that system. Because you have to be together right now and protect each other. Watch what I tell y'all. Once January come and they give Trump that wand, it's going to start going down. Your students in school going to go through hate like they used to do back in the 50s, getting spit on, coming up missing. It's already black men coming up missing all over America. And they found one guy, a couple of them. One of them, they tried to say he committed suicide after he sued the police in an abandoned house. No suicidal letter, nothing. Go get your students. We don't want them all in the schools. And they're going to be the target like a video game. They sending out letters, y'all. They told a lot of students and other people, just hardworking citizens, a brown van going to pick them up. This is what the text message saying. The FBI is talking about it. A brown van is going to come around and pick them up and put us back in slavery. So we got black students at school terrified. They shouldn't be there. To all of you Trump voters, white, black, Hispanic, or whatever you are, shame on you. Shame on you to think he was the savior for this country because of stimulus check. I have never in all my life, since I've been able to vote, ever witnessed such a hateful president in my life that divide his own country. That divide his own country. And Zila think it's funny, but this is not a laughing matter. Because what they're going to do is start war on American soil. Let me be clear with this. I am not for violence at all. I will never promote violence. But I want to tell all the people that's sitting there thinking because Trump in office, we finna be slaves. We are not our ancestors. I just want to be clear with, we are not our ancestors. It will not be easy this time around. Okay? So I advise y'all to go somewhere, have several seats, and just be Americans and try to love somebody. I advise us to try to get along with others so we won't have this problem fighting on American soil. I know y'all been watching these little pow-pows all over the news every week, right? Do y'all think these little gangsters on the streets go let you pick them up in a van? Yeah, they delete their own brothers. What you think they gonna do if you coming at them? They delete their own brothers on the street. You think you gonna be able to pull up in the van and say, it's time to go? You might get a couple of them, but a whole lot of you going with them. Don't even try it. I don't know why Trump got people believing that just because you run in this country, you can bring back slavery? Are you really kidding me? Who would even want to bring back slavery? I just read a whole paragraph from this white guy. You know what he said? I don't hate black people. I just want to tell black people the truth. I'm tired of them being lazy, stealing from my ancestors. I said, what school did he go to? We stole from your ancestors? We stole from your ancestors. The last I checked, you picked up my people and enslaved them and made them build this country. So what your ancestors own claiming, my ancestors built. From their blood, sweat, and tears. Do you really think, I don't know. I'm not talking to every Caucasian person. I'm talking about the ones that's doing this. Hispanics, whatever you are. Do you really think God is going to let you do that? Do you really think God's going to let Donald Trump control his nation? This belongs to the Lord. This is not Donald Trump's. His job is to just manage it. Like when you work at your job and you're a manager or supervisor, that's not yours. You're just managing the company. That's what he's doing with America. He's just the manager. And managers can't get impeached and fired. This is why I'm mad at the government right now. I know too many people who have went to the penitentiary for the smallest thing, or their life was destroyed from a felony or a misdemeanor, for the smallest, tedious thing, for their first offense. And you didn't lock that man up when he got convicted of 34 felonies and you allowed him to run for the presidency seat as a criminal? I don't care what you say he didn't do. The law said he did it. Your law. Nina didn't say it. Your law said he did it. The law you tell my young people to uphold, they thugs, and y'all don't obey the law. Your law convicted him. So you telling me your law was wrong? Is that what y'all telling me? So he was falsely convicted. So when Pookie and Ray Ray them get in front of the judge and they get 30 years, are they falsely convicted? Oh, it don't go like this. You can't have it your way. This ain't Burger King. This real life shit. All I know, and Doc said he owned monkeys. If you look at yourself, Doc, you look more like a monkey than I do, baby. Where your lips at? Don't get me started. I bet you got hair on your back. Don't get me started. You know what I was taught by my brothers, the Israelites? If you want to know the truth, listen to your oppressors and turn it around. Everything your oppressors say out their mouth, they talking about themselves. They love calling black people monkeys because we're beautiful melanin people. But when I read the Bible about Rebecca and her having two descendants in her, two nations in her body, Jacob and Esau. Esau was red and hairy all over, and he hated on Jacob from birth. It's in the Bible, Doc. It's already written that you would hate Jacob, your brother. Red and hairy all over. Am I red and hairy all over? I don't see none red on me. I don't know too many brothers take off their shirt and they got hair from their ears to their toes. I don't know too many brothers like that. And the last I checked, monkeys are hairy. So, Doc, go take off your clothes real quick and look in the mirror and come back and tell me what you see. And then come back and talk to me. I will hurt your soul. Don't play with me. I guess y'all don't know history. The slaves that you hated back in the day, you know what's so sad? Because the ones on here never was even slave owners. I was never a slave. We didn't even live in those times. But you want to take credit for what your ancestors did. All those people back then are dead. And y'all holding on to some history that Florida don't even want to teach no more. Florida. If anybody from Florida, y'all listening, teachers? Y'all don't want to teach history, but you still want to live in history when it comes to being favoritism towards you. So I advise you, Florida, to start telling people in Florida to stop playing, because y'all don't want to teach to the kids no more. You know why you don't want to teach to the kids? Because you know these kids right now are different kind of people. If they hear in class what happened to their ancestors, oh, you're going to have some stuff going down up in the school. These different kids now. They don't listen to their mamas. And I'm not talking about just black little kids. I'm talking about every kid. You think I'm lying? White Peter shooting up schools. Am I lying? When you want to talk about crime, stop acting like brown people are the only one commit crimes. Ted Bundy wasn't brown. Jeffrey Dahmer wasn't brown. The Oklahoma bomber wasn't brown. The little kid that went in that church and pow 8 people wasn't brown. The little man that went into the grocery store and pow all them senior citizens wasn't brown. The police is pow innocent people on the street, not brown. And they not just pow-powing brown people. Red people, brown people, white people, they doing it to everybody. I know a white lady right now who fighting for justice for her son because the police pow-powed him. A white woman. I'm tired of these evil, wicked devils walking this earth, but God got something for you. God got something. I don't even have to fight you. Because the one fighting my battle, he finna show out. He's about to show out. Do y'all know, what's her name? Is it Crystal? The lady, she's a prophet and she wears the veil of her head. The beautiful black girl. Is it Cristal or Crystal or something like that? People was calling her a false prophet because she prophesied that Kamala would be in office. So she said, no, no, no. My prophet, my prophecy was not wrong. America was wrong. She said, but stand fast. It ain't over yet. It's more to come. And I swear I believe that. It's something in me that's so happy. It's something in me that's so joyous. I just feel like people feel to really get to know who God is. I never felt this before, y'all. Even through the hate that's going on, I said, God is about to show out. He finna do the grand finale. You know, we towards the end of the year, all year long, it was boom, 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 every day. Before December the 31st, God is going to show out. I don't know what he gonna do yet. But this is his year. He exposed a lot of devils, and he's still exposing them. He said, okay, they planted Donald Trump there. That's why you know what Kamala done? She taking this too lightly. She need to make them count every single vote like he wanted them to do. Don't try to be the bigger person. Nah, throw a fit. I think y'all cheated. Throw a fit. She had too many people at them rallies. Too many people. But when he said, y'all will never have to vote again, pretty much that I already won. She wasted her time. I have never in all my life seen a criminal get the respect that he's getting. I don't care if he stole a pack of gum. If you got convicted for stealing a pack of gum, you're a convicted felon. You don't get to get your case thrown out. Now you're talking about, oh, they might throw it out. You know what I'm starting to think? I think he was planted there because they want him to do things for them. He was chosen to be put there. And it's sad because the people that's ride or dying with him, do you not realize you're American? The ones that's displaying hate, thank you, Roy. Do you not realize you're American? Do you not realize if we have Russia come over here and take over America, or we have war on American soil, do you not realize you're going to be a part of it too, fool? Do you not know you got to fight too? Do you not know your children going to be involved in this mess? All the stuff you worked for all your life. You willing to throw all that away to be hateful? Jeopardize your grandkids and your kids' life? Instead of just having peace on earth, goodwill to men, just be happy and live. No, you rather just start war and fight, talking about some history shit. If we're willing to forgive you for enslaving our ancestors, how you still mad? I been want to ask people that's racist, what you mad for? I bet they can't tell. Where your ass mad? You enslaved my people. And you mad? Should I be mad? You calling us thugs? We should all be really thugs out here acting a fool because we should be mad as hell. Reparation, where our shit at? When y'all gonna pay us our stuff back? I don't want no mule. When you gonna pay our shit back? And for the ones we stole from your ancestors, what do you own that you didn't steal? How did your ancestors get what they got? Did my grandpa build it? And the same ones that you hate, do y'all not remember, if you really knew history, do you know they used to have house Negroes, right? They cleaned your toilet. They cooked your food. They even breastfed their babies. So you probably a result of a black titty in your daddy's mouth. You probably results of a black titty. You know why they let black women breastfeed their kids? Because we got this beautiful melanin skin that you say you hate. We got those organs that y'all want to see. But you hate us though. But your ancestors let my grandmama breastfeed your grandpa, your uncles. And you know what? The kids loved Mammy. The kids loved Mammy. Mammy showed those kids more love than the mama did. She taught them kids how to do all kinds of how to wash, clean, play, love. Them kids loved Mammy. And Mammy can cook. She fed your ancestors good old cornbread from scratch because your grandmama didn't know how to cook. You know what else my grandmama and them did? They taught your people how to bathe, how to take a bath and clean your skin. So not only were we slaves, we were teachers. We were mothers, we were fathers. God made us the kind of people, even though we were enslaved, we still knew how to love and respect the babies and call people Mr. and Mrs. Be respectful when we're slaves. And you hate us? What was y'all gonna eat if it weren't for my grandmama? My great-great-great-great-grandmama. What was you gonna eat? When they had them big feasts and stuff, black folks was in there cooking. How you didn't like us, but we cooking your food? You trusted us to cook? Oh, baby, because we're honest. See, you would have poisoned us. We was make sure you was getting nourishment, taken care of, good old lemonade, mopping and sweeping, making sure everything was together in your house because we were honest folks. Even though we was going through hell, we still was honest folks. That's why my father taught me this. He said, Nina, I don't care what you choose to do in life. I just hope you choose right and be happy. He said, but whatever you do it to your best of your ability. If you sweep the floor, you better be the best floor sweeper in the building. Leave your name, your mark everywhere you go in a good way. He said, I don't care how they treat you. God look at how you treat them. How they treat you, they got to answer to the Most High. So you always treat people exactly how you want to be treated and how you want your children to be treated. And trust me, God will forever have your back. So when y'all run around here telling people, get ready, the brown van finna pick you up, slave, I feel bad for y'all. You worried about people on earth. That is not who you need to be worried about. See, y'all working with Lucifer. Y'all think Lucifer running stuff. The one that got kicked out of heaven. Y'all think he running something. He was the most beautiful angel. Didn't even know his position. Didn't even know his worth. He was jealous and got kicked out of heaven from jealousy. He probably called Jesus a monkey too. So Jesus showing him what a monkey can do. Shame on you calling them kids in college threatening those babies. Shame on you. They trying to do the right thing. Did you say black people was lazy? They in college. Trying to do the right thing. In their own country, the land of a free America, America. Treating them like that. My father fought in World War II for this country. Came home without a scratch. Had to delete a lot of people. He watched his best friend get blown up in pieces right before his eyes. He said, I promised my neighbor across the street, which my best friend mama, that I would bring him back home when we got drafted. They were 17. America's so evil. When they was writing home and trying to tell their mamas they were going through hell, my daddy called it hell and correction. He said, I lived in hell in the jungle for 18 months as a teenager for a war I didn't even know what I was fighting for. They snatched me from my mama. And at the time, he was the only boy. So he writing home telling his mama what America was putting him through, and they would take a black marker and they'd mark it out, because when he got home, he seen the letters. They would mark it out so his mama wouldn't know what they were going through. My father said they were without food for 30 days. They had to eat rice with maggots in it because the ship was coming over and got blew up. So for 30 days, those soldiers had to eat rice with maggots. He said the maggots became meat to them. They were so hungry. He ended up with jungle itch from being in the jungle. Snakes. Could you imagine the jungle? You talking about monkeys? Oh, they out there in the jungle killing monkeys. Bubbles was out there, his cousins. Gorillas. So they not just fighting soldiers. They got to fight the critters too. He said the worst feeling of it all when the train pulled up when the war was over, and he pulled up back to Jackson, Mississippi. And the sad thing, y'all, my father said none of the mothers knew if their child made it until they didn't get off that train. So they all standing out there hoping like. So he gets off the train. My grandmother embraced him, screaming and hollering and crying. And the neighbor, his best friend mama, standing there. She looking. And he had to turn to her, and he said he dropped his head. And she knew her baby was gone. And I'm saying all this because I'm telling you this. My father, blood, sweat, and tears. My father, not my great-great-great-grandfather. My father, James Thomas Mayberry, from Jackson, Mississippi. He still got a plaque in the White House from his platoon he was in. He fought for his kids to live in peace on earth. I didn't have a lazy father. My father didn't want to fight in your war. Y'all made him do it. And he did it with pride. And he still tell people before he died, I'm an American soldier. I'm a Navy man. And that training stuck with him all his life. My father used to get up every morning at 3 in the morning, tighten up the house, whatever wasn't tied up, and walk a few miles before work. When they say I do more than the average person by 12 a.m., they mean that. He still could kill somebody with his bare hands. He said, all I want to do, Father, is make it home and get a wife, some kids, and a newspaper. If you just get me home, I would take care of them kids and that woman for the rest of my life, and my father did it. And he died an honorable man on his deathbed with his neck broke and all he could move was his eyes. He was still working at 82 years old. He had retired from his profession. He picked up another job and was working that one 15 years after his retirement. So when you talk about black people being lazy, I don't identify. My father died with almost 6 months of vacation time because he wouldn't even take time off. He said, if I don't work, I'm going to die. That's all I know is work. I've been working since I was 8 years old. This is a little boy that had a 6th grade education because he tried to help his poor mama who used to clean toilets. So he started working. The same little boy that had a 6th grade education read the Bible probably 4 or 5 times, front to back, could read anything. Knew numbers like crazy. He's self-taught. My father was so intelligent. You would have thought he had a PhD. So not only did he drop out of school to help his mama and work, He studied that night and taught himself. So I don't identify with all this hate y'all talking about, thinking you own this country. Well, my father fought for this country. My father. I keep saying, not my granddaddy. My daddy fought for this country. This country not yours. His best friend died for this country, and they still don't even know why they was fighting. They still don't know. Why we fighting? Why we gotta fight people? For money, for power. I don't know who out there teaching hate. I don't even know what color you are. But do you really think you go get away with that? Do you think you go leave or live on this earth and God don't punish you and yours? Do you really think karma just go over your head? God is working, y'all. Don't be afraid. Don't be dismayed. Stand on that word. Stand on that word. Stand on that word. I want everybody to go to church Sunday. A powerful church. Somebody that know how to preach and get some God in you. And I want y'all to pray every single night and challenge God. Say, okay, all right, here we go, Father. Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Nietzsche. What did you promise me? I'm standing on your word. You said it right here. That you will protect and provide. You told me don't be afraid of nothing. Okay, now I need you, Father. What we doing? Do you see what this world is doing? Do you see the sinister stuff they putting out here? Do you see they calling back slavery? And you say yes, but my father said no. I just read a scripture where it says, God said those that lead into slavery will end up slaves themselves. So where you think you leading somebody to, the hell you trying to put us in is the hell that you gonna end up in. Let me tell you about the Hispanics, and I'm not talking to all of you. If it don't apply, let it fly. Do y'all know when Donald Trump was in office last time, how many of us fought for you? I remember right here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, they had parades and stuff for Hispanics because they were trying to kick them out. Black folks was out there with them. Leave them alone. Leave our American brothers and sisters alone. Let them be here. We fighting for y'all. We marching, holding hands, walking down Division Street in Grand Rapids, fighting. Only to find out in this election that y'all turned on us. It's been said that several Hispanic people said they would die before they let a black woman, a black anything, run anything. And we march with y'all. I always knew that Hispanics didn't like black folks. Always knew that. I used to tell people that all the time. They don't like us. They think they're closer to being a white person than a black person. And we always embrace and show love. I lived in a Hispanic neighborhood. It was mixture. It was white, black, Hispanic. It was the best neighborhood I ever lived in my life. Bayless. And some of my people probably watching me right now. We had a community over there. We all loved each other over there. And I mean, it was a mixture. We had black folks. We had white folks. We had Hispanic folks. And I think a couple of Orientals, whatever you want to call them, Chinese people. The neighborhood was packed with just a variety, a smorgasbord of people. And we had the best life over there for I was there for, 4 years? And we looked out for each other. So I'm not talking to all of you. I'm talking to the ones that got that hate, that think you're closer to being them. And let me tell y'all something. White folks don't even like y'all. It ain't just Donald Trump. They don't even like you. Let me tell you why I know. I was a manager at this store called Dots. I was a manager. Here we go again, yeah. And a little girl named Ice Star was one of my employees. She was Hispanic. I was having, I always had kids around me. I had a daycare and I still worked. See, I'm telling you, I always got money coming in. This is back. My son David was what, 2, 3? He's 30 now. So that's how long ago. It was 27 years ago. This was 94, 97, 98, up in there. And I still was working 3 jobs back then. She worked for me. Well, I was having this big event, this big weekend thing for kids. So she wanted to come. And I said, well, ask your mom, can you spend a night? So she wanted to spend a night. The only man was there was my nephew. He was from Chicago. He lived with me. He stayed in his room. My nephew's very good looking. She had a crush on my nephew. I was only 16, 17. My nephew was probably 20. I said, no, my nephew's too old for you. And he was like, girl, I'm too old for you. And then he was like, nah, you cute, but you a baby. Go somewhere. So her sister was there with her, right? Her sister liked my nephew too. So since my nephew was calling Star his little niece, her sister got jealous. He would have called her the little niece too, but he was talking to her, you my niece. She's like, okay, I'm your niece. She was happy to be his niece. She goes home and tell her mama, who cannot speak English, that my nephew liked Star. Star was telling her mom, no, that's a lie, mom. But in her language, Spanish, because they couldn't speak English. Her mom and dad couldn't speak English, her stepdad. So when we went back to work and she working for me, her mom come in. I mean, this lady about 6'2". She was a bull. You hear me? And I'm cute. I'm the manager, got on my heels and my outfit, and I'm sitting there doing my work. And she said, Nina, my mother just called you a black bee. I said, what? She said, because she can't speak English. I said, what is she talking about? She said, she mad because my sister lied and tried to say your nephew liked me. And she said, she go beat me. I said, man, you better tell your mama to go on about her business. So her mama's standing there, and I'm just like, go on, lady. Get on my face. This ain't what you want. So I'm still doing my work. We closing. My man come pick me up. The one I was with at the time. My son David's dad. With his cousins. I'm like, y'all come up here and pick me up when we close because I think we got a problem. So they pulls up. She out there with her fiance or her baby dad, whoever he is. I'm locking the door and something just fly past my face. Whoop. I'm still locking the door and I'm praying, y'all. I said, Lord, this a big woman, Jesus. I'm going to have to hurt this lady. So I'm locking the door. I'm walking to my car. I'm still ignoring her. She's going off. And David telling me, Nina, just get in the car. She charges at me. Grabbed me from the back of my hair. And when she did, I dropped down. I turned and hit her dead in the stomach. So we fighting. This a big one. I'm like, oh, everything, I'm hitting her with everything I have. I don't even like to fight. She swinging haymakers, but she coming too far back here. So every time she come back here, I'm hitting her in the face. They be trying to break us up. Her one-armed man tried to stab him. She had a big, trying to stab him. So he blocked it. He didn't two-piece the old man, got him bleeding, sitting up on the curve. He bleeding the days and got beat the hell up. So me and her still fighting, right? So I took off my heels. I said, okay, she won't stop. I'm going to have to stop her because I don't like to fight. I got to stop her. I took my heel off. I had my heel in my hand. And I said, as soon as that big arm go down, I'm clocking her. Her arm went down. She got clocked here. And I kid y'all not, I did not try to hurt this woman. I hit her right here. And I snatched it. And blood was shooting up out her head like a water faucet. And she was running through the parking lot screaming. And I'm sitting there like, oh my God, is she dying? So David was like, oh man. And the police pulled up right at the same time. The police like, what's going on? They drawing their guns. They don't know what's going on. I said, officer, I'm the manager of this place. I was closing up. This is my employee. Her mama attacked me. I'm trying to tell her. I'm like, I'm going to go to jail. You know what the police did? He looked at the man sitting there bleeding. The paramedics was getting her. The police walked up to her on the stretcher and said, you shouldn't have been messing with her. We finna take you to the hospital and stitch you up, and ain't nobody going to jail. A white man. So I'm looking like, me and David looking at each other, his cousins like, what are you doing? He said, Miss Mayberry, go home. We'll call you and let you know if we need a report. They didn't even want a report. So I'm nervous all night. I'm like, oh, Lord, I'm going to go to jail. I'm going to go to jail. I got 2 kids. Jesus, what? I get to work the next day. My white manager, my boss, shows up. I said, I'm going to get fired. Called me in the back. They had corporate come in. I'm sitting there like I'm ready to get fired. You know what they said? Good job, Nina. My manager said, you should have split her whole wig open. I said, she said, won't no charges be pressed. We got you. She said, I can't stand them Hispanic people. These were white folks. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I said, huh? She said, we can't stand their asses. They need to go back where they from. I did not hear from the police no more. Her mama had stitches from here all the way to here. And when she came back to work, she said, my mother is recovering, but you messed her up bad, and the police won't let her press charges. I couldn't believe it. I said, what? So when I say, I know white folks that don't like Hispanics, I mean that. They let a black woman go without even a report. And I was the victim. They said, oh, you're the victim. Don't worry about it. We got the police had my back. The corporate people had my back. And I end up with a higher position like a month later. But y'all don't like us. I could have swore Donald Trump said he was going to put a bigger wall up and he going to get you out of here with armor trucks. But y'all all on the internet saying y'all hate Negroes. Y'all really think Donald Trump y'all cousin? I think something mentally wrong with people. They hear somebody say something they don't believe. Oh, he didn't mean it. He just playing. He just didn't want that black woman to be president. He ain't finna send us nowhere. You better pack your bags. That's all he talking about right now. He not even talking about us yet. He talking about y'all asses. That's his little minions talking about slavery. That ain't Donald Trump saying that. That's his minions. And I'm praying Donald Trump do the right thing because a lot of people that's of color voted for him. A lot of people of color believed in him, especially black men. So I'm praying Donald Trump get before the nation and do the right thing and say, listen, to all you that's preaching about slavery and going against my black brothers and sisters, I will lock y'all asses up. I pray he do the right thing. Because we are the ones that's trying to keep the peace on this end. And a lot of people voted for that man. A lot of YouTubers, Tasha K, a lot of YouTubers believed in him. It wasn't just the white vote that got him in there. It's black people that voted on that man. For that man. So he better take up for his black brothers and sisters. He better do the right thing. Or God gonna make him pay. He need to put a stop to this hate. And he's the one that can do it. Because he can tell them, if I find out anybody texting somebody, threatening somebody, you going to the penitentiary for a hate crime. You going to the penitentiary. He need to get firm with these people and say, this is my country. I will not accept that. I know y'all saying he's a racist. No, it's time out for being that, because now you the grandfather of the country. You old now. You the grandfather of the country. We all your children. We all Americans. It's your job to protect us. To protect everybody. It's your job. And you need to check your minions. See, he don't need y'all to run the Capitol building no more because he got the position now. He used y'all asses to do some dirt because he was mad. He don't need you to do that no more. He don't need you to do nothing for him. He used y'all. Y'all fell for it. He instigated that. But now he got the position. He don't need y'all to go do no dirt for him. He got the military. He got the whole armed forces behind him. He don't need no street soldiers to do nothing. But it's sad that we in 2024, we having this conversation. It's real sad. And I know some cool white folks. I know white folks that's so cool, y'all. If something go down, they go come over here. They all on YouTube talking like, I hope y'all don't think it's Gucci. They on YouTube talking, white folks, saying, no, we ain't finna let y'all do that. We not finna let y'all do that. It was white folks march with Dr. King. So it's a lot of white folks that's not finna let y'all do what y'all think y'all about to do. I know white people will push us in the back. Get back here. I'm dealing with them. Did y'all know the KKK came here years ago? I think I was a teenager when they came. They came to downtown Grand Rapids. And people was in an uproar. My father was like, oh, hell no. They was so mad. When the black folks got downtown, white folks held them back. They was like this. They was protecting the black people. And they said, no, just stand down. We got this. They threw water on them, was scrubbing the ground they was standing on. They was shooing them out. Get out of our city. They ran the KKK up out of here. Because they thought they was having a rally. They ran them out. Black folks didn't even have to say nothing. They said, let us do it. It's so many white folks do not want hate. They want peace on earth. They want their kids to have a good life. They want to love folks. They love Jesus Christ. They go to church. They know karma comes back. It's a lot of white folks that love folks. And you making it mad for them. That's why I tell people in my race that do bad, sinister stuff, you making it bad for us. I'm not no hateful person. Don't be running around here displaying hate like this what we do. This ain't no we thing. Your ass doing that. I mean energy. I love people who love me. I try to treat people right that treat me right. I treat people accordingly. You treat me right, I treat you right. And I'm going to treat people how I want to be treated. I don't look at nobody color and say, oh, that's a white girl. I don't like her. What the hell? She light-skinned to me. I know some of the most coolest white girls you ever can meet. And they got these, and they will go with you. They be like, well, Nina, where the problem at? That's what I'm saying. No, we're not doing that. We can't be doing that. If you on here doing that, don't think because Donald Trump in office, we finna be slaves. Y'all got the game twisted. You hear me? People would die. I'm telling y'all right now, people would die before they go back into slavery. I know people will blow this whole damn thing up before they go back in slavery. And I'm not playing. This whole country would get burnt down before slavery started again. And guess who up in this mug? You, your kids, your grandkids, they go get hurt too. They had a game banger on internet the other day. But it's been a couple of weeks. You know what he said? He said, forever, every one of mine you take, I'm taking 10 of yours. A game banger. And he meant that seriously. He said, for every one you take of mine, I'm taking 10 of yours. Now play with me. And he said, and I'll go lay down in prison and do all day for mine. I'm like, don't start. Don't start. But they mean that. People going to protect their home, their families. We are not our ancestors. This is a new time, a new day. Get your kids out them colleges. You shouldn't even want your kids right now to even know their program. To teach your kids how to be entrepreneurs. Okay. Why would you even want your kids to pay all that money to work for these people that don't even want them to work there? That education system was set up for failure. That ain't nothing but slavery. I hope y'all know that. I'm working to be your slave. And I'm going to master it. I'm going to get a master's degree to be a slave. Because, slaves got to ask for permission. Can I go on vacation, boss? Can I go to my kids' program, boss? Can I even be sick, boss? You paid all that money to go to school to be a slave. And when you work for somebody, it's a cap. It's a ceiling. When you work for yourself, you got the sky is the limits when you work for yourself. I can see if you're going to school to get the information you need to open your own firm. Another story I have, I worked at the bank. I worked at this bank, Fifth Third Bank, and it was in a rich neighborhood. News anchors over there, everything. Money, nothing but money. I'm looking at accounts every day with so many zeros. I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Damn. I'm like, damn, these people got money. So a prosecutor came in there, one of the biggest prosecutors. He came in there. This before Christopher Becker. And I'm joking with him. He was a little racist. But I like joking with, I like ease and stuff. When it's a cloud, I like, I'm going to crack a joke. I said, come on up, who next? And I looked at his shoes. I said, where you get them shoes? I seen them shoes at Kmart. He started laughing. He was laughing so hard, I thought he was going to get mad. I just broke that black cloud open. He started laughing. He said, you seen these shoes at Kmart, Nina? I said, them shoes was at Kmart. I said, all the money you have and your butt shopping at Kmart? We was just laughing. So I said, you know what? I was just looking at your account, and I can't count that far. Where you get all that money from? You be stealing stuff. So I'm just laughing and talking to him. He said, no. He said, I decided after college I wanted to work for myself. I said, well, what can I do to be you? I want to be you. I'm tired of doing this. I want to be just like you with them Kmart shoes on. He said, the first thing you have to do is get from behind that counter. I said, and go where? He said, get your own. He said, I have education up the butt. My parents put a lot of money into my education. He said, and guess what I did? He said, I worked in that field for 5 years, and I started working for myself. I got my own firm. He said, that's why you see all them zeros. He said, if you see my colleagues that work downtown, they ain't got them zeros. He said, I got money all in other countries, as you can see. Because I'm sending money everywhere for him. He said, I got money all in other countries. Because I decided to work for myself. I will never work for nobody. He said, as long as you're behind that counter and you punching the clock, you will never be me. Or with these Kmart shoes. And we laughed and laughed, and I took that with me for years. And I don't think I ever seen him again because I ended up quitting that job. And I started my daycare. So I didn't see him anymore. But I still know where he lived. He still got this beautiful house right there on Plymouth in Grand Rapids, Michigan. But that racist, rich, white man, I made him laugh. And he gave me some good advice. Work for yourself. Don't ever work for nobody. Elon Musk, the one that own Amazon, they own their shit. The man that own Facebook, they own their shit. They started their own apps. I just hope y'all wake up before it's too late. Because I'm telling y'all what I do know. And it's a lot of hate on my channel. It's a lot of hate on everybody's channel. I've been watching. I feel sorry for y'all. Y'all on y'all way to hell. You think you heard me. You on your way to hell. Because I'm covered by the blood. I am covered. I make sure I stay prayed up. And I can tell that you're not, because God, he don't deal with hate or confusion. He's love. So all of you display hate, I know you are working from a sinister state of mind. You got Lucifer doing you like this, a puppet. Lucifer, he got you like this. You're not protected. It's like driving your car with no insurance. You're not protected. I got full coverage. And you know what else about Nina? I don't even worry about tomorrow because I know tomorrow is going to be good. The Lord told me that. Don't worry about tomorrow because tomorrow got enough worry within itself. You got to be in this moment. I want every one of y'all to just stay in this moment. Every day, all day. Stay in that moment you in. That's all you have is that moment. Time is non-existing. I hope you know time is man-made. That's why it's different times all over the world. A man made that. All you have is that moment you are in. You can't control the next second. You don't even know if you're going to breathe the next second. So stop worrying about all this hate. What's Donald Trump going to do? Am I going to lose my money? And if you do, guess what God said? Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. You can I don't understand it. But he told me do not lean on my understanding. Because it's not for me to understand. That means he got this. This is not for you to understand. That means he working. He sit high and look low. He watching all of us right now. He watching all of. I could just picture Father God like jumping double dutch. You know how you used to wait like this to get in. You used to wait to get in the jump. They jumping double dutch, and you was waiting to jump in. He's sitting there like this. Well, how many more days we got left? I'm about to show out. Like Sodom and Gomorrah, they thought I was playing too. Yeah, they thought I was playing the Sodom and Gomorrah. I had to show them who God was. I had to show them I'm not playing. And it's sad because a lot of good people died with the bad. But I had to show them this is mine. I would destroy it and rebuild it again. Donald Trump can't control none that belong to my God. He can't control nothing. How many of y'all didn't have businesses that failed? How many of y'all been a CEO? How many of y'all been a manager and you're no longer there? The same thing with his job. Just because we have rules and regulations on paper with this country, a sitting president can't go to jail and all that, rules are made to be broken. You hear me? Somebody go get shocked. Something is about to happen, and I can't tell y'all what it is. I don't know. I'm not trying to be a prophet, but I got that feeling right here in this gut. It's something that's about to happen that's going to blow our mind, and it's going to be something good. We finally go realize the non-believers, they going to start believing. Because they going to say, did nobody do that? Couldn't nobody do that but Jesus. I'm telling you. See, he'll bring you all the way down to nothing where all you have is him. We at the point right now in America, all we have is our faith. He will bring you all the way down to nothing till all you have is him. So when you come out, you can say, that was nothing but the Lord. That was nothing. Because that don't normally happen. Did you see what Jesus did? He like to show out. Keep waiting to jump in. Go on, Donald, do your thing again. I know what you did last time. Yeah, I know what you did. I know the crimes that you did. Everybody say you didn't do it, but I was there when you did it. I know what you think before you thinking. So I hope you ain't thinking about slavery no more. Because I said, let my people go. My people should suffer no more. They just suffered. Now it's time for me to show up and show out. Now fight with me. Put me in slavery. Let the Lord fight your battles. Just get behind him. Go ahead, Jesus. You see what they trying to do to me? Do y'all know everybody that ever tried to hurt me in my life regretted it? I'm just being, everybody that ever tried to hurt me, they regret hurting me. Because I'm a praying woman. The Lord know your heart. He know what kind of person you really are on the inside. And he protect his. Just like Vice President Harris, if you was faking, God knew you was faking. We didn't have to say nothing. See, we always want to fight a battle that don't even belong to us. Just let him do what he doing. He moved her out the way. And he finna move other people out the way. It may be a time where this country don't even have a president. And they were like, how did that happen? You can't beat time. Time gonna win every time. Donald Trump, oh. All that dictatorship and all that. How many years you gonna do it, sir? In a minute, you ain't gonna know nothing. Talking about Joe Biden. You was in high school the same time he was, just a couple of years behind him. Stop playing. Stop playing with God. But go get your kids out those schools now. If you leave your child across the country in another school, something wrong with you. You might as well be Diddy. Because they finna mess with them. They think they can come up to people, black folks, and spit in their face like they did in the 50s. It's about to be a problem. Get your kids right where you can protect them. You can't protect them across the country. I don't give a dang if they had a scholarship. Even LeBron James got on there and said something, talking about my job is to protect my kids, my little girl. I got to do everything I can. And a white guy got online and said something, and I'm paraphrasing because I forgot exactly words he used, about don't be mad at your daughter, go get her brains like banged out, like they go grape her. Talking about this man, little girl. How sick. Sick. And they think they finna walk around here and have peace on earth. The same hill you trying to send somebody to is the hill you gonna end up in. Because that's how my father works. He has never lost a fight. Never. And not gonna lose one. Hold on to God. Unchain his hands. He can do all things but fail. He is fail proof. And if you are a Christian person, if you are a faithful person, if you are a praying person, what are you worried about? I am so sick of getting on the internet seeing these Christian folks. I'm scared. What? Y'all remind me of the COVID. Just think about that, y'all. Think about the pandemic. I'm going to show y'all what faith is. Think about the pandemic. How many of y'all lost somebody in the pandemic? How many of y'all was so scared that the world was coming to an end? Everybody was, the world about to end. Only to find out when they said people didn't even have to take that shot. Y'all didn't listen to me. I was saying that on Facebook. I said, wait a minute. Get some water real quick. I ain't supposed to say this because I got in trouble, so I'm going to kind of talk around it. You mean you finna go take something that you don't know what it is and trust that that's going to save your life? Where your faith at? You scared to touch somebody's hand in church. Church. When the Father God said, don't fear nothing. You could even sit next to your brother in church. Who you got the cooties? Are you still here? I see y'all. Y'all still here. I can see y'all right there. 200 and some of y'all ain't pushed like yet, but I know y'all there because I can see the numbers. It's over 200 people that have not pushed like. The rest of y'all good. But the ones that haven't, could y'all go ahead and show some love? But aren't you still here? Did you make it through the pandemic? You made it. So glad I made it. You made it. So guess what else? God will bring you through anything. When Donald Trump was the president 8 years ago, did you make it? You made it. Even Clinton, he locked up a lot of black people. And half them people that he locked up, they home now. My daughter's dad was one of them. Home now. He made it. And guess what? He got A1 credit. He owned his house. He got 4 or 5 cars. Buku money in the bank. And ain't none of it drug money. Clinton pretty much saved his life in a roundabout way. 12 years he took from him, and he came out a better man. So what he thought was hurting him, it really blessed him. I made it through. I just, boy, when y'all get up here, play So Glad I Made It. God is so good. I am just so full. I am just so happy. I have so much peace. I don't even know where it's coming from. I really do. I said, where is this coming from? Something good about to happen. I said, it gotta be something good. It's a breakthrough about to come. I don't know what it is, but something great about to happen. And my Father God don't make mistakes. Donald Trump is where he need to be right now, because God is about to do something. And I don't know what it is. He up to something. Because stuff like this don't normally happen. It just don't. So I don't know why Vice President here is crying and all that. You weren't supposed to win, because God is up to something. And you better be happy that you out the way. She need to be over there doing the crib walk. God, ooh, I'm out the way. You go over there, relax with your husband and chill and watch the show. Just watch the show. I don't hate nobody. I'm glad you all are here on my channel. Like I said, I don't even know what color y'all are, because I don't see y'all color. I just see your name. And I am so blessed that I'm almost at 60K. After this video, I might be at 60K, because I was like 100 away. I'm going to buy me a cake to say, I'm so glad I made it. And I still got 40,000 to go to get that plaque on my wall. And I promise y'all, before this year is out, I'm going to have so many testimonies. God is, he working. He working. I'm the type of person like this, though, y'all. At my lowest, when I was in that car homeless, when I was in the dirt, I used to just praise God all day long in that car. I used to look up in my sunroof and just be like, God, you know you are awesome. You are so amazing. I love you, Father God. I don't even deserve your mercy and grace, and you give it to me anyway. I used to still praise him in the car. And before you know it, I was out that car. I remember getting my keys to my apartment after my divorce, and I walked in there. It was like a penthouse. And I fell on my knees in an empty place, and I was screaming. I know my neighbor was like, is she okay? I was screaming, and I just touched everything in there, praying over it. Oh, my God, thank you for my wall. Thank you for my sink. Thank you for my toilet. It's just the little things that you are thankful for. When God take them from you, you realize how important a doorknob feels. Thank you for, I have a doorknob. I have a doorknob. This is my doorknob. Oh, thank you for the keys to my door. You just start praising. That's why God sometimes got to humble you. He'll take stuff so you can remember how it feels not to have it. I remember just opening the door and closing it. Open the door and close it. And asking people, these really my keys? They was like, girl, it's just an apartment. No, this is a mansion to me. This is my mansion. And in 1 week, I had it full of furniture. I started getting money where I could just buy stuff. I'm getting stuff delivered. Just, house was laid. I used to go on my patio, and I had nothing but trees. God put me in the back where I can just see nature. And I would go out there in the morning, even in the wintertime, with my coat on and my coffee. And I just wanted to hear the birds chirping. And I used to make my videos say, man, do y'all hear the birds? Do y'all hear God? Look at that tree. Look, the smallest things meant so much to me. I just love go step in the grass and like, oh, the energy from the earth feels so good. So glad I made it. Because my ex-husband wanted to destroy me. He told me, you ain't got nothing. You gave away everything. You need me. B. You gonna be a homeless B. You will never make it without me. For real? You know that was my motivation, right? He was my motivation. I had to make it. When he said that, it seemed like he put a thing in my back and twisted and said, go. I was like, I'm about to show your ass. All I need is Jesus. I don't need you, brother, to breathe. You ain't my heir. That's why I be telling these girls, you don't need him. You don't need the government. See, they want you to believe all these girls running around, girl, what we gonna do? They finna cut off food stamps. Okay, let them cut it off. Where your mental toolbox at? My parents left me with a mental toolbox. Let me show y'all something. Hold on. This a junky purse. I ain't even cleaned my purse out. But I did a demonstration on Facebook today. A mental toolbox. This is what I mean by mental toolbox. Oh, Lord, they finna cut off food stamps. Okay. That means I got to get another job. I got to pull that out of my mental toolbox. Oh, they're displaying hate. Okay. Here go my faith right here. Oh, Father God, I'm about to lose my job. Okay. Here we go. I got to create one. Dang. What else my parents leave me? Oh, Father God, I get so mad. Oh, they left me love. That's a mental toolbox. You got a tool inside of you for everything that you go through. Everything you go through, you got a tool for it. Remind yourself. I don't care if you got to make up stuff. I don't care if you got to use a cup or pen and say, okay, this self-respect right here. This self-love. This perseverance. You just got to have that to keep going in life. And when you at work and you going through stuff, because it's going to come. They're going to mess with you. That's where Martin from Bad Boys come in. Let me tell you what I mean. Go in the bathroom. This is where this come in. You go in the bathroom and you say, woosah, Jesus, woosah, woosah. That's where woosah come in at. Don't go postal. You don't want to lose your job to prove a point. Girl, I got to eat. You got me messed up. This is what else I said on Facebook today, too. When you run into a Karen, because they go come out. They go act a fool. Act just like them. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Do you live here? Do you live here? I'm calling the police. I am too. Act just like them. They fall out on the floor. You lay next to them and scream and kick just like them. Sooner or later, they go get up and realize they look like a damn fool. Now, if they spit on you, I ain't gonna tell you no more. They spit on you, handle your business. But when Karen asks you something, don't get mad. You're not supposed to park here. You're not supposed to park here either. I'm not driving, me either. They don't think you crazy. I don't like you. I don't like you either. You N-word. You N-word. Meet their energy. And record them at the same time. Make sure you get it on record because we're going to put them on YouTube. Give me something to talk about. Send it to me. I'll put it on my channel. But I want every person that meet a Karen to act just like them. When they jumping up and down, both of y'all jumping up and down. While they calling 911, y'all both on the phone with 911. Karen's messing with me. I mean, scream and holler. Help me, help me. Karen is messing with me. Don't leave the scene. Wait on the police. Both of y'all going to be crying when they get there. They be like, well, who the victim? She is. Be safe. Watch your surroundings. Go get you a taser. Go get you some beer mace. Go get that mace that reach 100 feet. So you see him coming, just shoot him across the parking lot. So when the police come, everybody face on fire. What happened? Just lady just shot everybody up. Y'all was walking too close. I seen y'all coming in that brown van talking about slavery. I got some slavery for your ass. Okay. You can't even see the drive. I'll be driving the brown bus, y'all talking about picking up slave. Let me drive the bus, because y'all finna be blind. I'm finna shoot y'all with this bear mace. Uh-huh. And I'm gonna taser you at the same time. Who you coming to get? You got the wrong house, brother. I ain't talking about the whole list. Because that can go down too. But we ain't talking about, I don't want to kill you. I just want you to be Stevie Wonder for a little bit. I don't want to kill you. I want you every time you trying to read something, your eyes go black, like, damn, Nina messed me up bad. I can't even read no more. I want you to remember me forever and still be here. I don't want your blood on my hands. I ain't trying to get you out of here like that. I just want to damage you a little bit to make you think, leave people the hell alone. They even got lipstick that look like a taser. It look like lipstick, but it's a taser. Just zzz. Police come be like, I ain't did nothing, officer. I ain't did nothing to him. I don't know why his ass laying there boo-booing on himself. What the hell happened to him? They said you have a taser. I don't have shit. Watch your surroundings. I gotta crack a joke, y'all. I gotta ease this up. I'm tired of this hate. I love every color. That's why it's a rainbow of people. That's why we are different. God made us different. But on the inside, we all look the same. But on the outside, we're different. We're supposed to learn from each other. I want to teach you how to make some collard greens and cornbread, and you teach me how to make, I just want to know why you like potato salad with raisins. I don't want to know how to make it. I just want to know why you like that. I want to invite you to the barbecue. I want to see you out dance and we talk about each other and have a good old time. We ain't supposed to be hating. We Americans. We Americans. We the strongest force on this earth. We Americans. People trying to come over here to be us. And we over here fighting. We Americans. Don't get mad. You brung us here. What y'all said? Y'all brung us over here, didn't y'all? That's what y'all be claiming. We here to stay now. We done took off our shoes and we done started a barbecue in the garden. We ain't going nowhere. I'll talk to y'all later. This your girl Nina from Unbreakable Strong Woman. Love somebody. Okay. Go to church, pray. If you scared, ask God to take that fear from you. When somebody treat you mad, meet them with love. Carry that Bible around. When they get to acting crazy, throw that Bible up. Like, not today, Satan. Not today. Peace. Peace. Be still. Peace. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.